Asked my GF for childhood photos for a gift but found a hidden video of her with her best friend. She broke down, saying she thought it was deleted. Hey Reddit. I've been with my girlfriend, Sarah, for about 3 years now. She's smart, caring, and has this contagious laugh that makes any bad day better. We've been serious for a while, and I've been considering proposing soon. I wanted to do something really special for her birthday, so I came up with the idea of creating a scrapbook with photos from her childhood up to now. I thought it'd be the perfect way to celebrate her life and show her how much she means to me. A few weeks before her birthday, I told her about my idea and asked if she could share some childhood photos with me. Sarah seemed excited about the project and promised to dig up her old photo albums. A few days later, she handed me an old USB drive and said it should have what I was looking for. I thanked her and got to work. When I plugged the USB into my laptop, I was greeted by dozens of folders with names like Summer 2006 and Family Vacation. I started clicking through them, smiling at pictures of Sarah as a kid, her teenage years, and family outings. It was adorable, and I could already picture how the scrapbook would come together. But then I came across a folder that didn't have a name. It was just a string of random numbers and letters. Curiosity got the better of me, so I opened it. Inside, there was only one file of video. Thinking it might be some old family clip, I clicked on it. What I saw was definitely not what I was expecting. The video was of Sarah and her best friend, Lisa. At first, it seemed innocent. They were hanging out, laughing, and joking around. But then things took a turn. The video showed them in a way I hadn't seen before, intimately close. It was clear they were more than just friends in that moment. I was stunned. My first thought was that this was something from before we started dating, but the timestamp on the video said otherwise. It was dated 2 years into our relationship. My heart sank, and I didn't know what to think. I paused the video and sat there for what felt like hours, staring at the screen. Eventually, I decided I needed to talk to Sarah about it. I didn't want to jump to conclusions, but I also couldn't pretend I hadn't seen it. That evening, I waited for her to get home from work. When she walked through the door, I tried to act normal, but I'm sure she noticed something was off. I told her we needed to talk and showed her the video. As soon as she saw it, her face went pale. She started shaking and tears welled up in her eyes. She looked at me and said, "I don't know how that's still there. I deleted it years ago." Sarah broke down crying. She told me the video was from a really dark time in her life when she felt lost and confused. She and Lisa had been going through a rough patch in their friendship, and one night, after too many drinks, things escalated. She said it only happened at one time and that she had been racked with guilt ever since. She told me she deleted the video right after it happened and hadn't thought about it since. She swore she never meant to hurt me and begged me to believe that it didn't mean anything. I could see the pain in her eyes, but I was still struggling to process everything. I told her I needed some time to think and left the apartment for a while. Update. It's been a week since I found the video, and things have been tense between Sarah and me. I've been staying with a friend to give myself some space to think. Sarah has been texting and calling, apologizing over and over. She even offered to let me go through her phone and emails to prove she has nothing to hide. Part of me wants to believe her, but another part keeps replaying the video in my mind. I've also been wondering how the file ended up on the USB drive if she thought she deleted it. Was she being honest, or was there more to the story? To make matters worse, Lisa reached out to me. She said she heard about what happened and wanted to explain. We met up for coffee, and Lisa confirmed Sarah's story. She said it was a mistake they both regretted and that they hadn't crossed any boundaries since. Lisa also mentioned that the USB drive used to be hers and that she had given it to Sarah years ago. She suggested the file might have been hidden in some old folder and accidentally transferred when Sarah was gathering photos for me. Talking to Lisa gave me some clarity, but it didn't erase the hurt. I'm still trying to decide if I can move past this or if it's a deal breaker. Another update. After 2 weeks of thinking, I finally sat down with Sarah to talk things through. She looked exhausted, like she hadn't slept much since I left. I told her how hurt I was and that I felt betrayed, even if it was a one-time mistake. She listened quietly, tears streaming down her face. When she spoke, she said she understood why I felt that way and that she was willing to do whatever it took to rebuild my trust. She suggested we go to couples therapy and work through this together. She also told me she wanted to reach out to a therapist on her own to deal with the guilt and confusion she'd been carrying since that night with Lisa. I agreed to try therapy, but I told her it wasn't a guarantee that we'd stay together. I needed to see real change and feel like I could trust her again. She nodded and said she'd prove to me that our relationship was worth fighting for. Final update. It's been 3 months since I found the video, and things have been slowly improving. Sarah and I started going to therapy together, and it's helped us communicate better. I've been learning to express my feelings without shutting down, and Sarah has been open about her struggles and taking responsibility for her actions. Lisa has also been keeping her distance, which has made it easier for me to focus on Sarah and our relationship. While I'm still hurt by what happened, I can see how much effort Sarah is putting into making things right. She even surprised me with her own scrapbook project, showing me how much she values our memories together. I won't lie and say everything is perfect now, but we're in a better place than we were 3 months ago. Trust takes time to rebuild, and we're taking it one step at a time. I'm still not sure what the future holds, but for now, I'm willing to try and make it work.